Hello everyone, my name is Armanmuhamad, and in this my video I will tell you about theory plate tectonic. What is that? Do you want to know about it? So let's check this out my video. Thank you.
Plate tectonic theory. Plate tectonic theory states that the present continental plate float on a heavier and more fluid rock layer, the asthenosphere. This plate movement is caused by a pure fundamental convection current. The theory of plate tectonic also states that the Earth consists of an inner and outer layer, then divide again based on their physical and chemical characteristics. The outer layer includes the lithosphere and asthenosphere, while the inner layer includes the mantle and core. Initially, all the continents become one, namely the supercontinent or supercontinent called Pangaea. Due to a certain force, the supercontinent was split into several parts, which were later named Gondwana and Laurasia. The movement of the continent is like a chunk of ice moving in the ocean. Evidence tectonic theory. The proof number one is climatology. There are many cold deposits in a tropical region, such as the Arctic, Siberia, Europe, and North America. In fact, coal can only be formed in tropical or warm climate that have a lot of forests. Therefore, it can be assumed that these places were once in the tropics, thereby strengthening the assumption that the continents are always in motion. Number 2. Geology. The most accurate evidence for the existence of this plate tectonic theory is the spread of Mesosaurus fossils in several different continents and also bordered by the sea. So, it is assumed that in ancient times, these places were closer and connected by land route. Proof number 3 is geology. There are some similarities in rock layer and rock pattern on distant continents. Therefore, it is assumed that in ancient times, the continents were once united. The icest examples are the Appalachian Mountain and the Adirondack, which belong to the Grenville orogeny, and the Caledonian and Scandinavian Mountain, which belong to the Caledonian orogeny. And now, why is the Earth plate moving? The answer is because of the weight of the oceanic crust and the liquidity of the asthenosphere layer. The initial energy of plate movement is supplied by convection current from the mantle, which is one of the methods of geothermal propagation. However, there are now several new theories regarding the reason for the initial movement of plate, ranging from the density of the oceanic crust to the rotation force of the Earth. There are three forces that influence the movement of the Earth plate, namely plate gravity dynamic, dynamic in the mantle, and Earth rotation. The first is mantle dynamic. Plate move with convection current because there is a friction force between convection current and the plate in the asthenosphere. And the second, plate gravity dynamic. New plates are close to the mid-ocean ridge as a specific gravity lighter because they recently formed. And the last theory, Earth rotation. It is believed that the moon and the sun always pull the Earth plate to the west as we slowly rotate. Over time, the subtle pull will affect the movement of the Earth plate. Earth plate movement. The first is convergent, divergent, and the last is transformed. Convergent is a movement where two plates meet. This condition can cause the phenomenon of subduction if there are plates that are heavier or equally heavy, and the phenomenon of collision if the plates are equally light. Divergent is a movement where the two plates move away from one another. This condition can cause a mid-oceanic ridge or a rift valley. Rift valley is a phenomenon where the continental plates split in half due to intrusion of magma in the middle of the plate. This magma intrusion is generally caused by the movement of convection current that push the plate in two different directions so that they split at the location of the push. Transform is a movement where the two plates move in different directions but rub against each other like we rub our hand. The most famous example of a transformation is the San Andreas fault. There is a difference between the movement of the transform and the strike slip. Transform occur between two different plates, while the strike slip is one plate. An example of a strike slip is a sway fault.
Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the video and goodbye. See you.
And the conclusion is the theory of plate tectonics shows that the plates on Earth move dynamically and influence each other. Therefore, in planning everything, we must consider the movement of this plate. Thank you everyone for watching my video.